You know, for nearly 2 months, neighbors in one South Austin community say they've been trying to help a woman living on their streets. They've offered food, shelter, and other help, but they say she continues to turn them down.
So what can you actually do when someone appears to need help but doesn't want it? KVUE's Allison Hill took that question to Austin police and the city.
From down the street, Kim Vonzermeulen says she's watched and worried.
She looks at you. What can I do to help you? At one point I pleaded with her, Isla, please come with me. Please come with me. Let me help you.
Neighbors say these bags belong to a woman they've been trying to help. They say she's been sleeping on the streets of their neighborhood for 2 months, but when help is offered, she turns it down. We approached the woman ourselves, asking if she needed help. She didn't respond verbally, only gesturing no.
The police at one point told me not to call anymore because they say there's nothing they can do.
So each time, Kim says they end up back where they started.
I puzzle over why the helpless cannot get any kind of help.
It's the question we took to Austin Police and the city's Homeless Strategies and Operations Office. And when it comes to someone refusing services, APD says the law is clear. They have that right, and simply living on the street isn't enough for police to detain someone. APD says officers can step in if someone is violating a city ordinance or state law.
This puzzles me because we as a city, we voted a few years ago that there would be no public camping. And so when someone is literally sleeping on the street for 2 months straight, that to me requires some special attention.
But what if the concern isn't about a crime, but someone's mental health? Austin Homeless Strategies and Operations says it's aware of the situation and calls it an unresolved mental health issue that should not be ignored or conflated with homelessness.
We can do better than this. This is ridiculous. We could do better than what we're doing in Austin, Texas.
Well, Allison Hill is joining us now at the desk. And Allison, you actually got a chance to try and talk with this woman. What did she have to say?
Yeah, and I think that was the hardest part about reporting on this story. You know, we went up, we introduced ourselves. I said, is there anything we can do? How can we help you? And she didn't respond. She just gestured, no, I don't want help. And so obviously that's really hard. Your instinct as a human being is to see a woman lying like on the hot sidewalk, no water, no food, no belongings, and you want to help. But I mean, that's the big issue at the center of this dilemma is even though you want to help, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the ability or legal authority to do so.
You just feel helpless in even asking.
Exactly.
So if someone watching tonight is in a similar situation there, when should they call 911?
Right. So APD told me that, you know, if there's an issue with property or people in immediate threat, that's when you need to call 911. But there's actually an option if it's a mental health crisis that you can choose. It's the mental health option that you can choose, and that will dispatch the appropriate emergency services.
Good to know. Allison Hill, we appreciate it.
Thank you.